So guys, in this video, I'm going to discuss you some basic analysis of the Ukraine or Russia wares. So I have just used the datasets from the Kaggle. The link of these datasets I will mention in the description, so you can download from there also. This is the link from here directly you can download it. If you don't want to waste your data, so because in our rural area they have some limited amount of data. So if you just want to use the datasets directly on your colab, I am going to show how you will use that Kaggle datasets on your colab directly without downloading the whole datasets on your local system. Okay, so let's go step by step. So first we have to download all the datasets on our Google Colab notebook. Then we will use that directly data to analyze the things. So first I am going to open my Google Colab. So this is the in my drive. In my drive I have make a Colab notebook. Yes, Google Colab notebook, I have opened it. So first just take its time, it's depend on your internet connection. So first rename that notebook. I am going to take that name and paste here. Okay, now let's first how to access this Kaggle notebook, so Kaggle datasets to our Colab notebook. So first of all we have to install the library of the Kaggle. So pip install Kaggle. Okay, let's install it. It's take some time actually. First you have to connect the notebook first, so it's connecting, then initializing it, then it assign you the RAM and ROM. It's connected. Now you can easily see now it's working. Okay, so in default it's already inbuilt in your system, don't need to install, you can directly use it. Now in the next step that we have to make a directory in the hidden, like any hidden folder, then we will access that one. So let's see step by step. So we have first make a directory here in my root folder. So in simple, in my root folder we will use that symbol, and a hidden folder we have to make in the name of Kaggle. Okay, let's run it. Okay, now in the next step we have to download the access file of the datasets. So it's very simple. You have to go your or Kaggle account. Now just paste on your profile picture. This is my profile picture. Now just click on the account section here. In the account sections you will see it's my details, create an API tokens. Okay, just create it, and it's already, I have downloaded it, it's downloaded again, it will download it. Okay, now go to your Colab notebook, just import it from here. Okay, I have imported it and it's now here kaggle.jsons. I'm not going to open the JSONs because in that file my secrets key are there. Okay, so now just do it in yourselves, it will very easy. Now after making the directory we have to copy that file, we will copy that file on that particular hidden folder that we have made. Okay, in the root directory. So first we have to make it copy cp and the kaggle.jsons. Yes, it's automatically came. Now on that folder we have to copy it. Yes, in that folder we have to copy it. Yes, it's now copied. Now we have to give the access of our Linux system. Actually the Google Colab works on the Linux system to access the file. So to access the file, the command is like that. In which file on the directory you have to go first. Yes, on that particular directory we have copied that one, that file we have to paste. So if we just take that one, so first you'll go to that .kaggle directory, and on the .kaggle directory, that kaggle.jsons, that's have our informations. We have to give the access to our system. Yes, it's not, we have given it. Now the next thing that we have to download the data. How we'll download the data? So first, where we have to download the data, let's check the directory. What's our parent current working directory here? So in simple, pwd content, so it's that content slash contents is the these directory. If you want to see what are the files here through the command line, just simple type ll or ls. I've typed ll here, so you can see here on that content directory, it's the two files are here. One is folder, sample folder, the blue color that you have seen, and slash, that means it's a folder directory, and kaggle.json is a file one. Okay, and another things also, if you just simple from here click that copy path, if you paste here, then you can easily see that content slash sample data is the direct current path. Okay, it's very simple, you can easily do that in yourselves. Just try it using on your colab notebook. Okay, now let's see how to download the data on our current working directory. This is our current working directory content. Here, this is the current working directory. Now first go to that kaggle, so let's bag it. Yes, now we have to the three dot that you have shown here, just click here and copy the API command. That's you have to copy it. That's it. Now we have to come here and paste here. Just you have to make a symbol. Okay, let's run it. And now it's shown that it's that unauthorized. Let's check why it's shown that this is unauthorized. Something, I think something access is you have to give in here. It's not working because you have to give the some accesses. It will be better if we just give that path. Let's change it here. Okay, now if we run it, because it's taking that, it's the unauthorized one. Okay, let's change the keep this kaggle different one. I think it's expired. I think it will be better if we just use the new. Yes, because the old access file, old JSON file that I have taken here, now I have used the new one. Just rename it. Yes, now the same thing. Okay, now give the access. Okay, now let's try to download it. What happened? Yes, now it's access because it's the expired. The key is here. Actually, you have you previously used and again generate the new one. So always you have to use the new one, latest one. So you can see here it's now downloaded here. Just refresh it. You can find the zip file is downloaded here. Yes, and its size near about 610 MB. 610 MB. So here is also 640. So by mistake some zip file. So because of that reason it's here. So now let's unzip it first to see the data sets. So let's unzip it first. Unzip, let's copy the path. Sorry, it's my bad. Unzip. It's take some little amount time because it's a large data sets to unzip that one. It's take, and you will hear all those things you can see here. Just be patient and see what happens. Now it's unzipping. Yes, now it's done. Let's refresh the folder first. Yes, all the CSV files now come into here. Now from here we will access the CSVs. Now let's check what is the most largest one. So I think for the most largest data sets we will get. So let's check that size of that sample type LL. Yes, you can see here the largest CSV Jeep is that 60. Okay, the 640 MB. This is the largest one, Ukraine wire. Now in this analysis part, we have just only taken this file Ukraine wire, because you can see here it is the most largest one. So I think most of the data is here. Just using that one, we have just going to analyze this CSV file. So first we have to read that one. So it's very simple. We will use that pandas data frame to read that CSV file. So let's first import pandas as pd. Now in next phase, what do we have to do? We have to just read the data sets. So data, I have called it here, the data is equals to pd dot read csv. Let's copy that file path and paste here. Okay, that's all. Now just see the data frame, how it's look like. Yes, it's pandas. I think some mistake. Import pandas spd. I think what happened. Spelling syntax error. Import p. Oh, sorry, I have used the wrong spelling. It's my bad. It's import pandas spd. Now let's run. Yes, because it's a so large data set. You can see here 640 MB near about the data sets. So because of that reasons, it takes some little bit time. Just you can see here the time also. Yes, this is the time. This is the data sets. How much rows they have? 2,31,624 rows have, and 29 column. Okay, now let's play with using that but let's go step by step and play with this thing. So first of all, we have load all the data Ukraine underscore where csv data onto that one. So let's type url from where it's that the crawled the data, which date it's called, and what is the content, what is the id, user id, replay count, replay tweet. Yeah, all the things are, many things are there. We'll see one by one. So now we have read all the things. We have see the also the data sets, how much rows they have, how much columns they have, all the things that we have seen. Let's see the what are the. Okay, it's okay, because the tail is here, head is that one first five, and tail is the last five. Already we have seen that. Okay, now let's try to see. And also we have seen the dataset sizes. We have that column names, 29 columns we have, and that 2,30,000 31,624 rows we have. Okay, now let's see what is the informations we can find somewhere. Data.info, you can get some informations from this command also. Yes, you can see here that these are the entries, these are the columns, and what are the columns, non-type, count, this something informations we can also. Memory use, how much ram it's used to load the data. Actually memory use means you can type 51.2 MB, it's used that data sets data info with that with the data that we have loaded from the uh, Ukraine underscore, it's taken that much memory. Also you can see from here. Now next thing, in the next let's do some description. Let's want to see some descriptions of the data. Simple command, data describe. You can easily find that some beautiful descriptions. Yes, ID, how much count, mean, standard deviation, all the things. Is that 25%, what it's, I think 50%, 70%, how much data actually, what are the mean of the 21st 20%, 50, 75, like that kind of thing. Sure, this is a simple some statistical analysis that we can easily make, and you can also find from here this command. Okay, I think it's percentile, 25 percentile data. What are the mean value of the 25 percentile data, 55% of this one? These are the simple thing. Okay, now let's the next page. Now we have to check in the data sets in the column how much null values they are have and how much non-null values they are have. So for that reasons we have to check that command, data dot is null. We have to check if they are saying null, and this we have to count that sum of that null values. Yes, you can see there are the zero null value for types, date, and most of the null values are here. Outlinks, conlinks, media, retweeted, all the things here, some amount of null value, but the rest of the one is that all the value are filled. Don't be confused, that things are okay. Okay, now in the next step we have to see the columns that already we have seen here, but if you want to store the columns for the some loops of kind of things to access the data, so the simple, very simple command, the columns. If you see, you can get a list of columns. Okay, if you just make that one, then I think it will, yes, it's not taken, it's a method. Okay, this is that one. You can easily find, you can easily convert that text file into the list and store it a variable column. Now let's see what is that column look like. Yes, you can see now it's a list. Now easily if you just check the type of that one, then you can also get, yes, it's a list type. Okay, it's very easy. So it's a basic thing. It's, I think if you just basic with Python, then you can easily understand it. It's the column name, all we have stored in the column variable, col variable. Now from the descriptions you can see here, from the description, from the, sorry, from the data, we need to hear that content variable that we used for our analysis part. First we have used it first. So now let's see what are the contents actually look like, these contents, how to access these contents. So to access these contents, so first of all we have to call the data sets, then we have to use the content. Now just remove it, only single we need here. Yes, this is that our contents, how much totals. Now if you just place here the first, if you just want to see the first, what are the first content, then you can see, yes, this is the first one. Now as you see how to clear that content part, how to clear the text part for each. This is the first tweet, I think content means the tweet here, it's indicating. Second one is that one. So we will see that things, that kind of things here one by one. Okay, so this is the content part that we can easily access from here. Now in the next step, what we have to do, we have to see the how much the languages, means that one columns is also lang, this is the languages, means how many languages they have, and what are the tweets that we have on that for each language. So to access this we have to data, now we have the column language, then we have to compute its value, value counts, value counts that we have to compute for each, how much, total. So total you can see here how much, So if you just see the size of that thing, sorry, it's not here. We have to take here. Sorry. It's yes, total 51 languages we have, and for this 51 languages, so what are the most tweeted happen? For English, there happen 2,91,000. So this is the one language. I don't know what is the code for that language here is. So these are the types of that one. These are the, so mainly we have used there. I am not taken in our into our analysis, but I am not considered that languages. Only I have used that English. Okay, mainly I have treated all the things in English. Based on that, I am going to analyze it. So let's see. En base means for the English language. So that 2,91,866 number of tweets are happening in the English language. Now let's make it beautiful to how to plot the things as a pie charts. So to with the data that we have shown here, we have to plot it. We want to plot it as a pie chart here. So first we have called the data sets. On the data sets, we have used the column languages column we have used here, and also just copy paste it. Actually, value counts we have to take this value counts. Now also we have to sort the values, and after sorting it we have to plot it, and plot what kind of plot that we want to plot it here. We want to plot it on the pie chart. Let's run it. Yes, you can see. So here you can easily Google it how to decrease the size, what are the features for this plot. So you can easily do that in your cells also. Okay, I think you will understand the thing that, and how we will actually use that particular data to plot to make a pie plot. So it's that so small, it's more close to and to understand what the text is. Actually, I think most of the 97% data, 97 to 98% data are from the English language. Okay, that's good. As our expectations, we will make it. Now in next phase, we have to see, already we have seen what are the content. Mainly I am going to analyze the all the things using that particular column, this content. What are the negative sentiment of the tweets, what are the positive sentiment types tweets, what are the most uses hashtags, because you can see here lots of hashtags are also there. Or if you just make I have just want to data, then content, then simple. I'm going to first, what are the first tweets. If I want to see it, then yes, there have lots of, I think in that one there have no hashtags here. Let's see 100 one. I think for some tweets there have some hashtags. Yes, hashtags also, using the hashtags also we can make some sense. So let's first try to understand what are the hashtags. So let's first compute it. Hashtags. Okay, so first for the hashtags, that we have to find how to find the hashtags. So based on that, we have, suppose, let's take, we have to store that text in the form of some text data. Okay, now from the text data we have to find that. So just print it, it will for better visualizations, just print it. Yes, from the text one we have to find out what are the corresponding Ukraine, stop Putin, like that kind of. We have to first understand the things. So first on that for that reasons we have to first the using the regular expressions. So oh, we have to use that regular expression to find that one. Sure. Okay. Now to find that thing, we have to hashtags in sortlet ht regular expressions find all. So this is the one. So the hashtags. So here the regular expression where we want to hide the hashtags, and r means that the we have to text that read the string that on that particular quotations we are going to write here. So it start with the hashtags. Okay, and it's we want to find the all the hashtags with all words w plus in small w plus it's taken that all the words. Okay, this is the things that we want to apply here on that find all on the text one. Suppose here we are only taking the single text, this text, so we will going to take it as just text. Okay, now if you just run that thing, so run and find print that ht, then you will see. So you can see here, so first hashtag is what, first as hashtags is here our Ukraine. Second as is you stand with Ukraine. Third one is the stop putting. All the things are extracted from here. Okay, these are the words. And now we are going to use the things as a loop wise. Okay, so instead of a single text, we will make it here loop wise. Okay, and also just it will be better if we just make a functions to use that things. So function hashtag extract. Okay, and now a hashtag extract, now we have to on that function we have to pass the text file we have to pass here. So first all the hashtags we will make into a list one. So just has make a empty list first, just initialize the empty list first. Hashtag, I think let's make the spelling. Okay, hashtags is a empty string. First to initialize it. Now we will make a loop here, just make consider a forward loop on that text will be all the data that we want to file. Text, I think it will be text corpus instead of text. From the text in where from the all the text will be in the text corpus. Text corpus. Now text corpus. Okay, now here we will use that thing. So ht, I think if we make the copy it, then it will be better. So let's copy it. Control Z. Let's just we want to retrain the things. Yes, that's the thing that we have to see here. Yes, now it's okay. Now just in the next blog we will make that one. We'll see. Okay, this is the, and now we have to all the ht that we are seeing here we have to append it on that hashtags. Hashtag dot append, and we have to append all the hashtags, and at the end we have to return the value what, hashtag. Okay, we have to return that hashtags. That's the simple that's the simple functions that we to call, and let's save it and run it. When you call the function, then you understand. Now another functions we have to find the what are the most frequent hashtags. We have here all the extracts, all the hashtags we will extract here. Now from the all the hashtags we have to find the frequency for the each hashtag. For that one we have to make a functions. So we have to make a function hashtag frequency. Okay, and for that one we have to pass the hashtag. Okay, now here first of all we need to here make a dictionary. We want to make a dictionary here. So first let's take a dictionary here. A is equals to a simple dictionary we want to make here, that the key will be the our hashtags value, and the value will be the our what will be the frequent value of that particular hashtags. That will be the things. So first of all we have to make a frequency dictionary of the hashtags. A is the NLTK. Here already here we need the one library here, natural language processing. So how much frequency import NLTK. Okay, now NLTK, from here we have to frequency dictionary we have to call it. We have to frequent dictionary of hashtag. And D that also need to convert the things in the form of a data frame, because at the end of the day we have to analyze the things. We can use it as a dictionary, but to analyze more better way we can, as you wish, you can convert it in the dictionary into a data frame, otherwise you can use directly from there also. So let's for our case we have converted that dictionary in the data frame. Sorry, I think it's D will be capital. Data frame, and the data frame the key will be our the hashtag. This hashtag is that our column name of the data frame, and this hashtag the list we have to convert the all the dictionary each dictionary value list into a dot keys in the key value of that a dictionary. Okay, and sorry, some error is there. What happened? Yes, to close it, this data frame. Yes, something. Yes, this is one. Second one is, yes, it will be better to publish list. Okay, think for a while. Let's complete it, then we'll see. And that frequency will be what? The frequency column name will be same, the list dot a dot values. Okay, I think I have done that mistake. We have to make it this one first, then we have to close this one. Yes, now it's okay. Now all the things are now come into a single picture. We have made the data frame. These are the two columns. Then the first column value will be the list of the keys of the dictionary A, and the second column list of the values of the dictionary. Okay, that's the simple thing. Okay, now let's first we'll sort the thing, sort the data frame. So the D will be the, we have to sort it in largest, and column one columns we have make here. For the columns name will be count, based on not count, based on the, I will just consider the frequency based on this column frequency n largest, and first we are going to consider here the first 25, suppose let's first 30 largest, means the most frequent hashtags we are considering here. So this means that the data frame that we have to taken, and we have to use that function, the method n largest. On that n largest one, we have to use that frequency column, and we have considered based on that frequency column, we have picked up that first 30 largest value from that one. Okay, that's the simple thing. And now after that also we have to figure the things, let's first, after getting that one, we have to return the value. Let's first return the value, let's first see the thing, then we will make the plot. Return t. Yes, let's run it. Okay, now let's call the functions that we have made here. So first hashtags, all the hashtags will be what? All the hashtags will be, or we have to call that functions. Let's first store all the hashtags into a hashtag extract, and the data corpus we have to pass here. This data means that data content that we have seen here, this data content we need here. Okay, now let's see what happened. Yes, now let's see the what look like these hashtags are. Yes, you can see lots of things are here, lots of are here. Now we have to make the frequency for this. We have to make the frequency. Some in hashtags there have no any hashtag, some of the tweets there have no any hashtag, some of the. So now we have to make that frequency, and we have considered the first 30 frequency. So for that, let's call the function hashtag frequency, generate has the functions that we have made hashtag frequency. And on that particular one, we have to pass the variable one thing. I think it will be better, it's a list of list. You can see here it is a list of list, the hashtags are list of list. So first of all we have to make into a single list. Stack equals to, we have to make it into a single list. Sum, we want to sum of all hashtags into an empty list. That's all. Now let's print that hashtags now again. Let's see. It's take some time based on your internet connection. I think 2 lakh something row was there. So this, for that reason it takes some time, but I request you please be patient. Just see. Yes, now we got the results, you can see here. So hashtags, and now all the results are into a single list, not in a list of list. It's now it's in a single list, but in previous it's a list of list, just we have make into a single list. Okay, now we have using that list, it's a single list now. Now using that list we have now be compute the frequency of that all the hashtags. Let's compute the frequency now. So for that compute the frequency, we have to call that functions as text frequency. So now we have to pass that hashtag. Hashtags. Okay, now we will store it into that one AGSH, the data frame. What happened? Frequent objects has no attribute key. Okay, let's see. Why these things happen. Frequent dict, we have to convert this in the form of a dictionary, and yes, let's see now. So key, sorry, it will be keys. Sorry, it's my bad. It will be keys. Instead of key, it will be keys. Okay, let's save it. Now again, rerun that one. Frequent dict has no attribute key. I think I have saved. Oh, again, I have to run it. Yeah, sorry, it's my bad. Let's run it. Now again call that function. Yes. Now just print the s. Yes, now you can see. So most of the frequent hashtags is the Ukraine. It's came into our picture 24,000 times. Then Russia 10,000 times. Then Ukraine were 4,000. These are the frequent. Most 30 that we have considered here. Most 31, and this is the index of that. Okay, they're very simple. Now let's make some plot. Beautiful plot made some. I think I will do better if we just make a bar plot here. Okay, let's make it bar plot. So for that reasons we have used the dataset has datasets, and so we have to first call that plot plt. So we have to, for plotting that one, we have to install our library matplotlib. That library we have to use here. Import matplotlib and mainly pyplot we are in general we are considering hplt. That's all. That's library we require. We have imported it. Now next thing we have to make the plot. So first we have to initialize the plot plt and size of that. Initialize the figure the size. So the figure size will be, suppose let's take as you want. I have in default I have in 16:7. Okay, this size I have called here. Now yes, figure size is initialized. Now next thing we have to make the axes. The axes that we need is a Seaborn library. Also for make the BarPlot we need the Seaborn library. So let's import the Seaborn. I think it will be better here if we import it here. Import. Okay, now call that Seaborn library to make that. So using the BarPlot we have make the picture. Now see, using this Seaborn we will plot that. we need bar plot. Our data will be the hash. This data we require HSH. Hash data we require here, and after that we have to define the x-axis, what will be the x-axis and what will be the y-axis. So the first x-axis will be our hashtags, hashtag, and y-axis will be the count. In that I want or frequency, and also we require here the x ticks here, means what will be the notations of that one of the x-axis. X ticks, let's show, I think let's first make the default one, and then first show the plot, then we will change that as our requirement. What happened? Hashtags is not defined as could print the hashtag. Okay. So the y-axis, what will be our x-axis? That thing, sorry, it's my bad. So here x-axis will be the one, what? X-axis will be the our frequency, and x-axis will be the hashtag. I have made the spelling mistake, because of that reasons it's my bad. So just check that as what you have defined at C, and the y-axis will be this one. Sorry, what will be the FREQ, not frequency, it will be the FREQ. It's my bad. What you rename, what you named here in our data sets, what you name here, just put it here as your requirement and just run it. Yes, now you can see here. So I think little bit increase the size, instead of 2016 let's make 26.7. And let some rotations to a better visualization. X. Yes, now I think it will be better for the first 30. Okay, Ukraine, this is the this is the sample bar plot that you is the frequency axis. I think you will understand how the bar plot arrow actually you have to plot it. I think you will understand it. So just try in your own. Now the next analysis we want to make here, the what will be the count of the tweets, that thing. So means that we are going to analyze that the tweet parts here. Now we have just analyzed here that the hashtags part. Now again we have to analyze the tweet parts. Let's see. Now we are going to analyze the tweet parts. So tweet parts is in our content column. So here we are trying to find, first we have to find out the what are the average size of the each tweet. That's we are trying to find out here. So let's find out the what are the length of the each tweet here. So let's find out here. So one data frame we have made here. Show data on the data sets, we one column we going to make here. On that column we will make on the data frame data named data, one column we have interest in total length. On column we will add this column will be generated from here data, and the content we need here. content and its length str. Okay, now let's run it. Yes, now just see that one. Now we want to show you data. We have to call the content column we require, and corresponding the column we have to take here the total length. Let's run it. Yes, you can see here these content have that length, these. Okay, now here we have to find out what are the average length of that h tweet. So first of all we have to make the sum of that one. So total how much how much total length, how much total lengths are there, average one. For average, let's first compute the sum of that all the total length. Okay, let's compute that and show how much total length characters are there. Total character, sorry, it's my bad, character. Yeah, total character, and just we want to make the sum of that column, total length, and on that column we're going to make its sum. Okay, and print it just. Yes, total these much characters we have in our total content data sets. So now let's make that average. So the average value will be this total cut divided by what will be the length of the data. How much length of the data? What content? Yes. Now let's see it, print it. Yes, you can see here average length of the S2 is 201 point something. Okay, average length, average, I think just better name it, average tweet length. Yes, this is the average tweet length. I think you will understand how we'll find it. So this is the average length of the each tweet. Now we are going to compute the average word for each tweet. Okay, how much average word there have in each tweet. So for that reasons we have to count the word first for each tweet. So first I have to count the, for suppose we have to make another column here for data with the column name, let's take total word count. It will be better, word count. This is the column of ours. Now we have to data, the data column that we have to access here, the content column we have to access. On that one, first thing that we have to make it in string. Then after convert into the string, we have to make the split based on the space. Split, simple, based on the space. Then after splitting that one, we have to convert again. It says str, and for str, how much length we have for str. That's the simple. So now let's run it. Yes, now instead of here we have just add one column, total length, then we have to add this column to show more meaningful way. Yes, you can see here. So this tweet had length 324 and word count is 44 word we have. These tweets have 280 and word count is 39. So this, now we are going to make the how much average word count we have. So first, to make the average word count that we have, so first we have to sum it up as similar as previous that we have done. So first we have to compute the sum up. So total words that, now total words that will be what? So the column that we have to access here now, the column data word count, this data we have to make it sum. Okay, I think it will be better instead of taking a variable, just pg average word count, it will be the sum divided by what? Divided by the length of the data. Okay, now print that thing. Yes, so here average word for h2 is equals to 32. You can see. First we have to make all the sums, then we divide it how much lengths we have. Just simple. So this is the average word for each tweet, and this is the 201 average length of the each tweet. Just fill the differences. Okay. Now let's make the sentiment analysis. So to make the sentiments, make a sentiment of that each tweet. What are the sentiments in positive, neutral, or negative? So let's test it. So to make that sentiments, first we have to clean the databases. So lots of things are there, how to clean the each thing. So let's see one by one. Senti, make a title here. Okay, sentimental analysis. If some spelling is mistakes, just correct it in yourself. So first of all, let's initialize a text first. So one text we will first make the clean, then make a functions and make a loop, use the loop to make all the text clean. Okay, yeah, something apply functions we apply to make all the things together. So first let's try to understand one by one. So I am just pk text here, a very complex text from the data content text. Okay, this is one text. I think let's take more complex text, lots where lots of things are there. I think here lots of cleaning needs, because this type of things, these punctuations also we have to remove, and number remove, link, all the things are here. Just let's clean one by one. So first of all, to clean that one, we have to convert the whole the text in the form of a all into the smaller one, because that is the mixed text of the capital letter and the smaller. So first we have to convert all the text into the smaller one. So let's convert the text. So our new text will be, first let's take as a string. Let's bring this text this time. As you can see here, the all the text is now converted into the smaller one. Now next step, we have to first we have to just substitute the punctuations of that one. So first let's make that, let's take that, detect the urls we need here to detect the url. Here one urls here there. First we don't need, into our to analyze the text we don't need that url thing. So first remove the url first. So to remove the url, our new text will be the old text. Sorry, we are using here the regular expressions. Already we have imported the regression library. If you just remember, we have to substitute it. What we have to substitute? We have to, the most of the links are start from the https followed by what, colon slash slash, then it start with mixed of capital S plus slash capital S plus. It's mean it's the mixed of capital letter small letter without any space and also included word here. So here we have written the slash x. Slash x means that the list of it's taken the considered the any character, like it's maybe any letter between capital letters, it may be small letters or any special character like that without any spaces. So that symbols is means that black slash capital S plus. So most of the link URL are in there have no any space. So because of that reasons I have used here. And also some links are starts from the www, and in regular expressions if you want just comment below. I'm trying to make another series using the how to use the regular expression like that kind of thing. And so here or we need to use here the www. It's always www not capital, it always must smaller, then dot symbol means that backslash dot, and then we need that non space any type of character. So the same symbols here that we used here we can use here. Okay, so that's the thing. Sure, then we replace that things because for our sentimental analysis we don't need to, we don't require this type of URLs. So for that we require we replace that URL in the place of any null character. Okay, and where the previous text that we have taken here we have to paste it. Okay, now let's run, let's see what happened. Yes, you can see now that our URL is already removed from here. So now next step is that we have to remove that kind of punctuations like this one, this the punctuations we also need to remove that thing. So now let's remove that first punctuations. So for the making the punctuations one things we required here to collect the list of punctuations. So in the punctuations are stored in the string. So for that reasons we have to import the string library. So let's import the string. I have imported all the libraries in here. Actually for sentimental analysis required library I have import here. So let's import string. Then in the string we have to use that punctuations because in string there have punctuations method. Here we can use it. So let's write it. Yes, now we have to update this text. I think it will be better if we just make this formula in new line. Just copy it. And for punctuations we required here this thing capital S slash capital character. Yes, now in next we have to take string that may be start with any punctuations like re. These things is sorry, it's I think it's in the I have to close it here. Yes, re dot escape string. From string we have to use the punctuations. Yes, it's can. punctuations. Okay, that's all. So now let's see what happened. Now let's print the text here. Yes, some mistakes are there. I think we have to remove it. Yes, it's text index. I think I have. Sorry, it's not capital. It's only we have to consider the space. Then we have to remove it. Yes, now you can see here all the special character from previous to it's already removed here. Okay, you can easily see. Special character, yes, it's removed. Now next thing that we have to for cleaning the text, we have to cleaning the \n, \t. That's not required in our text also. So for here also we remove it. So now our new text will be regular expression substitute. Then we can remove the \n, or it may be \t. Yes, and in the place of that we have to space null value text. Yes, now our text is this. Now let's run it. Yes, you can see now that our \n is removed, but something I have done some mistakes. Yes, I think it will better if we just remove the spaces from here. Now run it. Yes, now you can see all the \n/t, like that kind of things are automatically removed from here. Okay, now next in the next step we have to clean the so in the next step we have to remove the letter also, because sorry, it's letter 1 2, like numerical quantity that we have to remove here, because these numerical quantity don't give some informations regarding that. So for that reasons again we have to use these regular expressions to detect that one, and \t is represent the numerical quantity. So for that reasons I have used here \t. Let's run it. Yes, now it's working. If let's test something, if some numerical quantity is more than 2 or 3, then what happens? So suppose I have updated the text here. Suppose this, let's make it as a string here. This 2 3 4 5, this. Now again we have to take it as here. Now let's run it. What happens? See. Yes, now you can see the same things are, it is now replaced with null character. So any kind of numerical quantity, if they are half, then it will automatically remove from here, from this one. I think you will understand the thing. Okay, so now let's update the text again, because actually in my mistake I have used that. Okay, not an issue. Okay, that's all. Now after that one thing, we have to remove the stop word also. So if you don't understand what is stop word, just type on Google, you can easily find what are the stop words, like a, the, and, of, for, like that kind of things. So first we have to remove this stop word. So to remove the stop word I have to store the stop word first. So for that reasons I have to use here the NLTK library. Already I have imported, but for NLTK one library are there from NLTK corpus, there have the stoppers I have used here. So from NLTK dot corpus I have to import the stoppers. Yes, it's came stoppers. Now we have to use the stop words. There have the lots of language of the stop words, but only we have used here the English stop words because we have more listed stretching, because in our analysis we have found that most of the words came from the English language, so we are using the English stop words here. So I have stop the stop words is equals to shows stop words dot words, and we have take its English language. Okay, now if we just print the thing, it's make some mistake. It's, I think I have some dumb mistake. Yes, let's now identify is here what stop words. I have input stop words and now I have used the word. Okay, I have think, let's run this. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, it's my bad. First we have to download the stop words here, so it's my bad. So first I have to download it. Okay, now let's see again some NLTK. Okay, I have to pass as a string it, then it will work. Otherwise, yes. Now you will see these are the all the stop words, and all the things are, most of the things are repeated here. We don't require here, so for that reasons I have to make the stop word as a set. I have to take this stop word as a set. So sorry. So first let's check the length of it. Then after taking a set, then let's check again its length. Then you will got some idea what happened actually. Yes, I think I have to print it first. Otherwise it's unable to store the output. But that's insane. Yes. Okay, now it's good. Now let's run it. Yes. Already actually already is not repeated. There have no, but for my security reasons I have taken. If some things are repeated there, then it will automatically remove that repeated word. Because of that, since it's always bad used to make you secure. Okay. Sorry, it's always a not bad habits, it's always good habits to make it secure. For that reasons I have used. If you want, you don't use that. So but always it's a good practice. Just remove the repeated one because we don't need here from our computation. Okay, now let's remove the stop words from our data corpus. Let's remove it. Just same thing I am copying from here. The same thing. Let's copy from here. Just now instead of here I have to take a loop. Now our text will be, we have to our word, this word will be for, from where, this word will be from where, word, this word is coming from word, in word will be in text. Text means our, what is the current text, let's see it first. Yes, this word will be in text, this text, and we have to split that text. Then after splitting that, then we'll make a list. So for that reasons we have to split it. We have to split it based on what? Based on a space. Based on the space, we have to split that word. Okay. Now, if the word will be in this word, now what word we want to remove? If this word will be in the stop words that we have stored, will be this word not in actually. If this word is not in the stop words, then we only want to store that word on that particular list. Okay, not in where stop word. Okay, that's all. So first, just it's an inherent loop are there. So we have to split the all the text based on the space. Then we have picked those word who is not in our stop word. That's the simple logic. Okay, now if you just run that cell, then you will see now our text will be in a list format where all the stop word are not there. So let's run it, then you will understand. Yes, you can see go to is a stop word, we have removed it. Map, find, and all the stop words. A is a stop words, we have removed it, or like that kind of, we have removed all the stop words. Okay, now after the removing the stop words, we have to join this text. To make a simple text, we have to join it. So let's make the join it first based on the space. Now our again text will be we will join the text space using the space join what in our previous text. Now let's print the text. Let's see what happened. Yes, now I can see after removing the stop words, it's now joined. Okay, now after removing the stop words, now we will use to here the stemming part. So if you just know, the stemming means that if going, its stem or is main word is go, like that kind of. If there are some type of changes or what they are past tense, future tense, ing, like that kind of things are add in a particular word, then we have to remove it to pick up the main word, because that's things are actually called the in English language is stemming. So let's do that stemming part. So to make the stemming, first we have to use the stemming in the NLTK. There have the snowball stemming. Lots of stemming are there. I have used here the snowball stemming for the English language. And now let's define the stemmer first. Stemming. So stemmer will be NLTK. We have to use here the snowball stemming. Yes, snowball steamer, and it will be in from the English language. English language. Okay, let's define it first. Yes. Now let's apply the steamer on the this text. Then let's see what happened. The same thing. The as we have applied the stop words, the same process we will apply the stemming also. So I think it will be better if we just copy it. The same technique. Yes. First we have to split the text file, then we have picked the single word, and now we have not used here, this if condition. We have to remove, because already we have removed all the stop words, and here we have to apply the stemming part. Sorry. Steamer Okay, it's a stem this. Now let's run it. I think it will make a list here after stemming this. Yes, you can see here maps, it's taken the original word map. Then you can see next stemming word is like yes, like means only here we have stepping the maps here. And if another sentence city, you can see here city, it's a stemming word. So that's type of things are in is called that. Now after that the same things also we have to join it, the as same things that we have to. Then after joining, you can see here this is the after making the stemming will jump, and again we will reform that all the list of words in a single sentence. It's not a sentence, means you can think like it, and these things are helpful to analyze to sentiment to analyze the sentiments. So all the things, all the steps that I have seen, now we have to make all the things together, make a functions and apply it into our whole corpus. So let's make a function. Let's clean, we have call that function clean, and now we have to call text. I think step by step things I will see what happen actually in internally. Now let's all the step into the function format. So first let's copy and paste one by one. So first I have copy, I have to convert it into the lowercase, then I have to remove the all the URLs, then I have to remove the punctuations, then I have to remove the all \n \t, substitute the word in then we have to remove already actually stop words I have defined, it's not necessary to. Now we have to remove the stop words. Now after removing the stop words we have to join the text. Now after joining the text we have to use the steamer here, stemming, then again I have to join the text, then at last we have to find the return. So let's paste one by one. So first I have to convert the things in the form of small one. Where is it? Yes, this is the first. Next I have to paste here. Yes, lowercase this one URL. Then next I have to paste here after the URL this one for me, remove the punctuations. After removing the punctuations, backslash and \t we have to remove, and after that this any letter are there we have to remove it. After that removing all the numerical quantity we have to use the stop word. After removing the stop word again we have to join it. Again after remove we have to remove this, making the steaming process, then again we have to join it, then we have to return it. Okay, that's the functions we require here. Now let's run the function. Now we are going to apply the functions on the content data file. So data, again we make a clean text, clean tweet, clean tweet. This clean tweet will be from our data. Which column we have to apply? From the content. Yes, now we will apply here the apply function, and we have to call that clean. That's all. Yes, something. Yes, it's okay. Now if you see that, let's run it. It's take little bit time, depends on your system. Actually, I have used here the Google Colab, so it's depend on you how much code you have. It's taking little bit time. Just see it and make. If you click here also, you can see sometimes you can see the steps. Yes, you can see the steps also. Yes, you can see here. But I think it will be better if you just close it, because it takes some little bit time. Yes, now it's done. Now let's see the comparison side by side. Now let's print that data. From the data we have used here the two column, clean tweet and the content. Yes, okay, let's run it. Yes, you can see here the all the clean tweets are all the things are cleaned now, but after here are all the things are here. From here you can see all the links are removed, all the things are done. Now we have to apply this clean tweet on our analyzing part. Now on analysis things, you have seen that from here. If you just go above, if you have seen that the how much average word for each tweets have 32 for the non-clean text, and average length for a non-clean text is 201. Now same things also we will apply here, and let's see what are the count of the thing, what are the average length and average word for that one. Let's see it. Okay, let's count it. So it will better if you just copy that thing. So let's copy it. Total sum and length. Okay, I think we require these two things only. Total sum we require, and we require the length of this. Okay, now average length after clean will be this one divided by length of the data content. Show clear tweet, we have to use that. Yes. Now if you just print that one, yes, it takes some time, but you can see previous one we have the 201, the average character length, average length of the S tweet, but after cleaning, let's see how much we can reduce it. Sorry, it's my bad also. Again, let's stop it. So again, actually I have to use here the string length. then str string length sum, then again we have to again let's yes, sorry, all that I have stored all the data again, I have to restore it. Let's disconnect and connect again. Let's first store from one. I think all the data is removed, all the all that hello is removed here from here. Let's run first from first. Yes, sorry, it's my bad because I so just first run from here. I am again back after a few minutes. Yes, now I'm back. Again, I have restored all the variables. Now let's actually for my mistakes, I have not used that str length. Then you have to sum it. That's my bad. So now let's run again. Let's see what are the average lengths now. Yes, now you can see here its average length is 222, but in previous we have the average length 201 because you have seen it 201 the average length. Now again I have to make that word count, how much average words we have. So for that one, for the word count, we have to take this one, we have to split it first, we have to split the x thing, then we have to length, then we have to make the sum, and same concept also. Show average length, average word after clean. Average word count. So here instead of these things I have to use this one. Split it, then we have to compute it. So here would be our clean tweet. Yes, clean tweet. So now let's run it. How much what we can reduce? I think some mistakes I have made. Let's check it. Mistakes is always a good thing. Sure, not clear tweet, not clean tweet, clear. It's my bad. Yes, I think I forgot to make the sum here. It's sorry guys. Yes, now let's. Yes, you can see here now it's reduced to 18. In previous we have that in 31. In previous in it is 31. I think. Yes. Sorry, 32. Its average word count is 32 for a non-clean tweets. But after cleaning, we can see, you can see that after cleaning it is reduces to 18. Approx half we can reduce here. So that's the one thing. That one thing you can analyze from the text. Now on the clean text, on the clean tweet, we will apply the sentimental analysis. We will try to analyze that. So for that, to understand the sentiments of a particular word, I will take an example here first. Then I will show you how its sentiments is. Okay, let's see. So first of all, for the sentiments, we require one library. It's text block, text BLOP, text block from. Yes, it's text block. We have to import. I think I have mistake. Yes, from text block to import text block. For making the sentiments, there are lots of library you can use as you want, but I will use on this text. Yeah, text block. I think something mistakes. B blob, not plop. So it's my bad. Yes. Now here, let's one text I have copied. So the text is let's data clean, it's 100. Let's take, we have used here the 10. Yes, now we will just try to understand what is sentiments is. We are just used, so let's take a text. Our text is here, this. Let's print it for our more better visualization. Yes, I think it's in single line. Okay, not an issue. Now we have to make a object using the analysis. This object will be a text blob from, it came from here, this object. Now on that input, what we have to pass here, we have to, from that we have to pass the uh, function clean, that will already have store all the clean, not, we don't need to call that function clean, already we have. So just you have to pass the text here. Okay, if we run it, yes, it's run. Now we have to check the sentiments polarity. Analysis, I think something spelling mistake I have done. Polarity, polarity. Yes, it's negative. You can see here, means that it is a negative sentiment text. So let's one. I think instead of again repeat the thing, if I copy it and paste it here, and the same cell I have used here. Now let's see what is the polarity. 0, neutral. It's, if I make 100, it's also neutral. 14, it's negative, some little bit negative. Okay, so for the single by single, instead of single by single, we will make a functions, and based on this negative value, neutral value, or positive value, we will classify the things. Let's do that. So we will first make a function, analyze sentiment analysis. I have got sentiment analysis, and from the sentiment analysis we have to pass the text here. We have to pass the text. Okay, now first for this text we have to make a object first. So first we have to make a object. We have to make a text here, analysis. Yes, it's text. Now after that we have to make the conditions. If the check the polarity, if analysis sentiment polarity is greater than 0, then polar, okay, if it is greater than 0, then we have to return, means it's positive, return 1. Else if it's the 0, then it's neutral. If it is 0, then we will return 0, means it's neutral. Else what, sorry, it's my bad. Else it's return negative sentiment. I think I have done that mistake. Yes, it's little small mistakes. Yes, now I think it's okay. Yes, now it's okay. Let's run the functions. Now let's apply the functions on top of the clean text. So we make a column here on our data sets. Sentiment will be applied on the top of the data. What? Clean tweaks, clear. I think I have named it clear tweet. Clear tweet, yes, it's clear tweet. Now we'll apply here the apply functions, and on that apply will lambda. Our functions will be what? Lambda for each word, and for each word we will apply the where for each lambda we apply that function names is what? Sentiment analysis. For each word apply lambda, and this is the functions actually input. On that functions input is our x. Yes, that's all. I think I have lambda, lamp. Yes, it's my bad. Now it's okay. Now let's run it. It's take some little bit time. Now the processing is done. Now let's see what are the thing. We have to print here the data, and two things. One is that clear tweet. Clear or clean? I think clear. Clear tweets, and one also we want to print the sentiment. I think this sentiment is. Let's print it. As you can see, positive sentiment, negative, 0, negative. Okay, now for our analyzing part, all the columns we have not taken here. Only we need those columns that gives the much information. For in this analysis part, we have used here the clear tweet, what are its sentiment, and what are its length of the tweet, what are the word counts of the tweet, what are the length of the tweet, what are the word count of the tweet, what is sentiment, and what are the retweet count. Means one columns you will see here. If I just print it, then you will understand. Retweet count. Yes, I think a retweet count. Yes, one column is there. So if that tweet is very important, then in most frequently retweeted, that's obvious. So because of that reasons I have to. So as your requirement you can take that, but for time being I have used these much columns here. So I have make a new data frame. So here the data one name, I have extract the data frame from this data. So the data frame will be which column? First I have considered the clear tweet. Clear tweets I have taken here. Now I have taken the sentiment. Let's copy it. Next I have computed the retweet count. Next I have taken here the the length of that one, length of the clear tweet. So for that reasons I have to make that another column data. These names I have taken here the length clear tweet in clean text. Okay, as your requirement you can now named here. So the data or required column is equals to clean tweet, and on top of it we will apply the length function on top of it. And again also another column we required word count, plain text. So here we will taken that one and same clean to it, and on top of it we apply the which functions or functions we have to define it. So now let's define the functions. Will be input x, and on top of, and we have to split that as input here. So simple thing is that we have to split it. We have to length of the, you have to convert the string of, convert the x into the, okay, next we have to split it on the string, then we have to split that string. Okay, that's all. This is the data, or it's my bad, data. Okay, let's run it. Yes, it's now job is done. Now these two thing we require. Okay, that's all. Now let's print the data one, then you will understand. Yes, sentiment, how much retweet, positive, 4, count, length, clean text count, and word count for the clicks. Sure. Now using these data, new data sets, data frame, data one, we will make our some analysis. Okay. Now first let's check that how much positive sentiments and how much negative sentiments and how much neutral sentiments we have. So for that reasons we have to use the value count of the column. So sentiment will be another data frame that will be extracted from the data one that we have used clear tweets, clear tweet. So here we will apply the value count. Okay, now let's print the sentiment. Let's print the sentiment. Let's see what happened. Sorry guys, it's my bad. We have to value count, not that. We have to value count for the sentiment. It's my bad. It's my bad. Yes. Now you can see most of the comments, most of the tweets are neutral, and positive is 6,000, 69,000 something, and 59 negative. So this is the analysis that now it will better if we just make a bar plot, the positive what are the negative. So let's make a beautiful bar plot. So matplotlib library we have taken here, figure, let's define the figure size. So I think it's don't require, it's the default figure size, it's okay. Seaborn library, count plot, and on the data will be our data one, and which data we have to take here, we have to x-axis will be our sentiment, that column. Yes, now you can see this is the sentiment and this is the beautiful plot. Also if you want to plot pie chart then you can do it. Pie chart also you can do. Okay, now from the data one, negative sentiment, positive sentiment, and the neutral low. So first let's extract the data from there. So first we will make a data frame that will store the negative sentiments data. One is the neutral sentiment data, another is positive. So let's do that. So first let's extract the negative sentiment data. So negative sentiment will be, we have to extract from the data one, because already we have make a copy of the data to data one. So data one, and here is our sentiment. Sentiment, when the sentiment is equals to oh, negative, yes, means -1. Okay, the same things let's copy and paste here, nothing else. Neutral, let's delete it. When it is 0, when it is 1. Okay, that's all. Let's extract it. Now let's see, if I want to see the positive sentiment, one data from the positive sentiment, then what it's look like. And we have to call an ilog functions here to see the data. Ilog suppose mean, let's take 12. What, let's see what happen. Yes, clear tweets easily, like that. Any sentiment is positive, retweet 0, text is this. If we make a negative, suppose let's take, I have to sometimes what it's look like. Yes, okay, that's the thing. You can easily find from here. Now we will want to plot a beautiful plot, like a word cloud plot. Which word has the most frequent occur, what has the less frequent occurs. So that's things we want to plot it. We want to plot it. That's called that word cloud plot. Let's make it. So to make the word plot, first in a single text we have to get together all the clear tweets. So let's make it first to make that word cloud plot. So let's make a first let's collect the all the clear tweets first. So clear tweets will be first we will make the space, after space we will join it, and join will what, the text will be from, what this text will be in text, it will be in where, it will be in our data, new data sets that we have extracted from the main data, and the clear tweet. Yes, clear tweets, that's all. Yes, let's run it. Now if you see the length of the text, then you will understand how much. Sorry, it's my bad. Let's make, you can see how much length it is for that. All the text we have collected together, clean tweet text. So now on the top of this text we will apply the word cloud. So for a word cloud we need that word cloud library. We have to import word cloud. Okay, now we have to make an object first for the name to word cloud. as you name, you can, as you want, you can read the word cloud. Now on the top of this word, sorry guys, on the top of the first input will be the how much word maximum we will want to take. So let's first maximum word size. So much. So first 50 words we want to plot. First 50 most frequent word. Most maximum font. So first let's define the font size first, then we will take it. Max. Suppose let's I'm taking here 50. Next, let's take it's define the for better visualizations. That's okay. After till now it's okay. Now on top of it, I think I have done that mistake. Yes, we have to apply the text functions on top of it. This will be generate on text. Now we have to plot it, plot functions, plot I am so, then we will word cloud. Next we will apply the interpolations. How much what type of interpolations we are going to apply? Interpolation, and this will want to apply the bilinear. Just go to the word cloud documentation, then you will understand the thing. Bilinear, and at the end we have to show. Yes, let's apply it. Some mistake I have done. Word cloud, COL, it's my bad. Yes, CLOUD. What the error is happen? Let's see. Sorry, it's font. It's font. FONT. It's my bad. Font size. Again, max words. Yes. Sorry for that mistake. Small type of mistake. Now let's see what it's look like. Just be patient. So you can see this is the picture that most frequent word is Ukraine, then Russia, Ukraine, like that kind of Ukraine, where. So this is the most frequent word. So this is for the all the data, all the clear tweets data, from all the clear tweets data. So you can do the same things also from the positive words data, negative words data. So I have applied the positive words data. Now on your from on your own, you can do the neutral and the negative. Positive, let's print it first. Positive. Yes, this is the positive clear twist. Now same thing, same concepts also, just instead of the text here or text, and this text will be come from here, the positive clear tweet, not data. positive clear tweet. Now if you see the length of this text, yes, it's 94 lakh something. How much quantity? 6. And in previous, how much it has? That 7. In previous, I think it says 8. Yes, 8. So you can see the length is reduced now. So all the text are here, the positive sentiment text. Now the same concepts also we apply from here. Let's see how it's look like. This is now okay. It's the word cloud plot for all the positive words. Okay. So I think I suggest you just take that negative and neutral as your own and take it as your homework. So guys, I think from this, it's a long discussions, long analysis that I have made near about 2 hours. But I think it's step by step, a little thing I am explaining more details, each code, how it's work and what are the deeply things. So it's take time, but I think for a beginners, if you are a beginner, it will help you a lot. If you like that kind of video in futures also, please share that video, like that video, and give your valuable comment. What kind of video you require, what kind of analysis you require, what theoretically or practically or some coding type of machine learning thing or deep learning, just suggest me. I am here always to give you that kind of thing. Okay, we will see in next video.